I want to thank Mr. Bunting for the tour. I think was really good to see this level of fish production and the sort of technical support that is provided and the real scientific approach that you are taking to the production of tilapia. Right? I think it shows us what is possible. Right? Really, when you take the scientific approach, when you apply data to what you're doing, when you do research, when you look at things like your brood stock and what is the best sort of genetics for the market, I think that is one of the big takeaways for me from seeing what you're doing here, and also how you continue to evolve and look at how can you do it better, how can you decrease your production time, how can you increase your yield from your ponds, and clearly you keep on infusing technology. And for us, I think across the ministry, this is the sort of the example we want to engage more farmers to see what is possible. Right? And I definitely think that's one of the takeaways. I know running a farm is challenging, but I would love, if, and you've already put out an offer, I would love Mr. Cole and Mr. Price of Fisheries to take on, even starting with coordinating some tours, right, where people can come and see what is going on. Because when you tell someone, and when you actually see in operation, it gives you a much better feel. Right? And I think it would be good at various levels, starting with some of the people who are already in fish farming, who are at the lower level, to see how you can move, transition, and reach where Mr. Bunting is, and also starting with some of our students, our children. Right? Because again, if you're going to change the culture around anything, the earlier you start, the better. Right? And again, I think we can dispel some of the myths if people actually come and see what is done and the approach that is taken. So that is one of the things I would want us to have as one of the takeaways from this tour. We at the ministry have already indicated that aquaculture is going to be a major focus during this term, and as minister, is going to be one of my priority areas. As you would have already heard, it is one of the fastest growing fields in agriculture in the world. And as such, Jamaica cannot afford to be left behind. There was a time that we were the pioneers in the Caribbean, and again, unfortunately, we have fallen behind. But the good thing is that we can get back there. What's the acreage and the number of fish farms you have in production presently?
We have 100 acres in fish, which includes 66 acres of water. The drains and the embankments occupy space, so it's actually 66 acres of water.
And the number of fish ponds that you have in production presently?
Well, a fish pond is not a unit. We have quarter-acre ponds, half-acre ponds, 1-acre ponds, 2-acre ponds, 3-acre ponds.
Unlike in other areas where COVID has really created a challenging environment, this is one of the areas that we have seen significant growth. So if you ask me what are some of the opportunities that COVID have brought for our agriculture and fisheries sector, aquaculture would be one of those tremendous opportunities. And what we're seeing by Mr. Bunting's experience is that we're seeing at least a 50% to 100% increase in demand for these freshwater fish. And as such, we need to be able to satisfy that demand and also to fulfill the goal of reducing our importation of fish by
export.
Absolutely, by growing our local production and also tapping into our export market. Already at the ministry, we have signed off on, we are going to be launching a campaign next year, in this upcoming year, 2021, that focuses on the consumption of tilapia. So the ministry is going to be spearheading that charge. Clearly, we're going to be partnering with people like Mr. Bunting in terms of some of the technical support, but we're going to be doing a massive promotional drive to continue to drive the consumption and to dispel some of the myths, because the myths don't only affect the consumption, but it affects people going into the industry, and we want more people to go into the industry to fill the demand and to tap into the export market.
Farmers always say the morning fish grow fast. Explain to them, it don't matter how fast the fish grows, how fast the pond biomass grows. It's ridiculous, because if you stock it too much, they will stop growing. So you have to stock for your real target is pounds per acre per day or kilograms per hectare per day. It's not how fast a fish grows. Some people say, you can't grow a fish in a 3 months. Alright, go on. Anybody can do that. We're not going to make no money. You understand? You have to, you need to record. You need to record so that you find your optimal. We have really done an extensive. We know exactly how much fish to stock, exactly how much feed to feed at each stage, and I have the records to prove it. Every other farmer, them just tell you what them do, and it's just show me the figures.